Shalom, it's me, Sudden Skye, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. And I feel like I haven't explained the controls as fully as I could, but I guess I could do more talking about that later. We are entering an actual boss ghost. Before I was calling the other ghosts boss ghosts, but this is an actual boss ghost. And that horse was surrounded by coins, hint hint. And if you decide to take your analyzer out and scan the baby's heart, it says, "Horsey Rocky Horsey," hint hint. So, what do you think you gotta do? Well, first you need to hit the baby crib a few times, and then you want to suck up the horse. But first, a little tip here: if you're low on health, this is a good room to get a 50% heart boost. I always go to this room when I'm low on health, but since we rock the horsey, this baby wants to play. And it'll send its teddy bears after you, and the plan here is to hit it with the ball, and then that's basically it. Think he's defeated now? Well, you're wrong. You just gave him an owie. Why do they have to be bigger than me? Small now grows smaller. Small, itsy, tiny, little, wee gaga. Do babies really say goo goo gaga? I have not heard one baby say goo goo gaga, and they're supposed to say that. I hear stories, but here is where the actual boss fight ensues. Inside of the world of the baby. Or Luigi's just really small. Sort of reminds me of that time in Yoshi's Island that we didn't get up to, but it involves a frog. And I love that little wink that the baby gives. So here's the plan for this boss fight. It's going to be sending these rock horses at you, and you're just going to have to be dodging them. That's basically it. It'll come from right, then left, and then right, and occasionally... Well, you didn't see a third one. And occasionally it'll send two horses at you, which you'll have to go between. And it'll send these balls, which you have to suck up and then shoot at the baby. And then that's your chance to suck it up. And I'm not really sure of, when it comes to these boss fights, you don't really get it down to 90% on your first try, more often than not. In fact, I haven't really been able to do it down to 50% with this baby, but it usually, when you suck it up long enough, the baby will start, I don't know, getting annoyed and starts that spinning punch attack that it tried when it first did its boss animation before the fight, but you know, maybe you'll see it later. And that's basically it. You've basically seen the whole fight. I don't know how I keep getting free of the suction, but without it doing that whole thing that it does. Maybe it's going into a wall, but why is this child trying to dolphin dive on us? Or is it seal diving? I don't know. Oh, a point I forgot to bring up. This baby, it's a ghost, so doesn't that mean this child died? Nintendo? Well, I'm assuming they want to ignore the subject of a child or baby dying. So they put in his little bio here that he fell asleep dying, or I don't exactly have the bio in front of me, but I'll put it up in case you're curious. But yeah, this is a baby, and it is dead. So, what up, Nintendo? I think the gold rank for this boss ghost is 3 suctions, but don't quote me on that. You might want to do a quick Wikipedia search on that. Google is your friend. But I usually hate having to use like walkthroughs to play a game. I always like to go through a game naturally, you know? Without any spoilers. But usually with games that I don't plan on playing anytime soon, I'll I won't stop myself from looking at spoilers. But we have beaten the boss, baby. And we get a golden chest. I don't know what I'm doing here. Luigi. Oh, you man-child. Is that an offensive term, man-child? Well, anywho, let's open this chest and get out a pink key. And then we'll be using that in the future for a certain heart-shaped door. Yes, you hear that song a lot. I know. Oh, speaking of men, children. Yes, we are a bit tuckered out from that long battle. Well, actually, did we lose any health? We must have. But since we fought the boss ghost, we are sent to Egad's lab, where we'll actually see the whole process of ghost purification. When we get all the ghosts in a certain area, we are sent to this place. And we get to see the whole process of how we get the ghosts back into the paintings. Basically, the process. Don't ask me how, I'm not a scientist in the Mario universe, so, oh man. And that, when they show you them in their painting form, that tells you your rank then and there. The better rank you get, I believe, the more money you get, and yes, the only gold rank I got was on Neville. You could tell it's gold because of the frame color. The other two were silver, and I could have done better. But, you know, it's not always about how well you do. But if you get the best of the best in the ghost place, you do get a little prize, but the prize at the end is sort of meaningless because you don't really bask in the glory of your prize, but the gallery basically shows you all the ghosts that you have. And Neville's number 1, the mom is number 2, Lydia, and the crybaby is number 3. And that's basically all the gallery is. No special secrets hidden anywhere. And we are now sent back into the mansion. And the door we couldn't get through before, well, we now can. Since we have the special heart-shaped key. And it's even pink in this little cutscene here, so I decided to show it off. It's not much of a difference, but it's noticeable. I like the detail in it all. And we are... yeah, a little edit there. No, nothing to worry about. But, this new part of the mansion is basically, I don't know, the hub world, or I guess you'd call it, but this hallway is filled with ghosts that'll pop up behind you. And I should mention that, in Luigi's mansion's creation, 3D was kept in mind. I'm exploring an area that you shouldn't be in yet. But when they were making Luigi's Mansion, they were thinking that this game was going to be made in 3D, or at least had 3D in mind. Because the GameCube, what I believe I understand from it all, the GameCube was able to create 3D, but the TVs weren't powerful enough to do it. So what I think, don't quote me on this, but what I think they were gonna do is sell 3D capable TVs along with the GameCubes, but that would end up having them lose more money than they'd gain, so that's why they didn't do it. But another story that I heard was the GameCube wasn't powerful enough to create 3D. Okay, so watch out for these ghosts. They grab you and do a little bad touch to you, but nothing really to worry about. But I don't know why EGAD always says that it looks like you had a little trouble there. They didn't even touch me, but if they actually grab you, which is more times than not, you want to use the C stick to shake them off. So yeah, that's basically all that room was for, to introduce a new ghost type to you. That is a bowling ghost. Don't just ignore them. So occasionally you see these bats and mice in the hallway. Well, you might want to be watching out for those really soon. But do these guys look really familiar to you? Well, they should, because they are Shy Guy ghosts. Well, that's probably not their actual name, but their design is based off an enemy in the Mario series called the Shy Guys. And basically, they are guys who are shy, and they cover their faces with masks because they want to hide their real face. And the way to defeat these ghosts is to suck their mask off and then flash a light in them, and then you can actually suck them up. Watch out for their spears though, because those can get really annoying. You'll get hit by those more than you'd think you would. Yes, you see there? Really annoying. But I usually don't really care enough to go after the coins that I lose. Coins are chump change. But here is where we get to another ghost that we must put into a painting. And it's strange that they changed the music up for this. Really strange. But these are ballroom ghosts. A man and a woman. They are one entity. I guess. I don't know. But the way to defeat these ghosts, which at the time of this recording I forgot how to defeat, you want to walk on the platforms that are spinning to try and make them visible, and then that's when they do a little ho-ho or something like that, and then that'll be your chance to suck them up. Or maybe not ha, but they're pretty simple when you think about it. I just didn't know it at the time. But I remember when I first played this, they were really giving my brother a really hard time. But now that they're done, we can go on to the next area with this key. And then, oh yeah, the map. You press Z to use the map, and it shows you the room that you're in and the rest of the house. And I do believe we're on the first floor, and there's a second floor, and then the roof that we'll go to later. I'd show you on the map, but I didn't think you guys really cared. But if you press up and down on the control stick, it can show you the whole house. So I don't feel bad about telling you the areas that we can go to. Oh yeah, and there's the basement that I showed you before that we're not supposed to go to yet. But this room is filled with ghosts. And wondering why there's no door leading to anywhere and this room is just filled with ghosts? Well, you'll find that out in a few seconds. But these ghosts might give you a hard time because while you're sucking up a ghost, there'll be ghosts trying to attack you. But and you'll never have enough time to suck them up after you get punched. It may seem like that because this ghost is just laughing at you. But my health. But you know, just don't get frustrated over these ghosts. They're really, I make them look harder than they actually are. And when your health is low, when you call Mario's name, you get all scared and such. But there's nothing in this room. Why would they do this to us? Well, look in the mirror. You see a button in the mirror? A strange object? Turn around with the analyzer, and you could see this button clearly. I never really found out about this area until years after my brother beat this game. Well, you can't really beat this game without finding this area, but he was pretty far in it. And well, I think it was me and my brother. We were like, I don't know, playing around in this game, and we just decided to go in this room, and I noticed some weird thing in the mirror, and you know, I saved the day that day. But if you suck that poster, you'll find another button, and what could be inside this little grate? Well, we'll find out next part. Haha! See you guys there.